Do you ever feel like something in your life is holding you back? Like you're spinning your wheels but not really getting anywhere? Well, let me tell you this, you're not alone. Most people live their lives feeling stuck in bad habits, stuck in negative thoughts, stuck in a cycle they can't seem to break. But what if I told you there's a way out? A formula so simple that it could change everything for you starting today. Here's the truth. The life you're living right now is a direct result of the choices you've made up until this moment. And that might be tough to hear, but it's also empowering. Why? Because if you have the power to create your current reality, you also have the power to change it. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is clarity about where you are, where you want to go, and the steps to get there. In today's video, we're diving deep into this formula. I'll walk you through how to identify the specific areas of your life that need improvement. Maybe it's your health, your finances, your relationships, or your mindset. Whatever it is, by the end of this video, you'll not only know what's holding you back, you'll have the tools to fix it. But here's the kicker. This isn't the same tired advice you've heard 100 times before. We're going beyond the surface, uncovering lesser-known strategies that top performers and achievers used to turn their lives around. These aren't just tips, they're game changers. And if you're thinking, that sounds great, but I've tried before and nothing's worked, stick with me. This isn't about willpower or motivation. It's about creating a system that works for you, a system you can start using today to see results instantly. Imagine waking up tomorrow and feeling a sense of clarity you haven't felt in years. Imagine finally understanding why things haven't worked out in the past and having the exact steps to make it different this time. That's what we're unlocking here. So grab a notebook, stay with me till the end, and get ready to take your life to the next level. Whether you're feeling stuck in your career, overwhelmed by daily stress, or simply searching for a way to feel more alive, this is your moment. Welcome to Rise Theory, your place to rise above the chaos, break free from the ordinary, and design a life you're proud to live. If you're ready to make that change, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon. Let's start this journey together. The formula is simple, but its impact, life-changing. Let's get started. Before we talk about transforming your life, let's address something fundamental: your goals. Think about it. How can you move forward if you don't know where you're going? Too often, people drift through life without a clear destination. They react to what's happening around them instead of actively shaping their future. And here's the harsh truth. If you don't set the direction, life will set it for you, and that direction might not be where you want to go. So let's pause for a moment. Ask yourself this: what do I truly want? It might sound simple, but for most people, it's one of the hardest questions to answer. We're conditioned to think about what we should want, what society, family, or others expect from us, but rarely do we stop to think about what really matters to us. That's the starting point of setting meaningful goals. But here's the thing about goals. Not all goals are created equal. Saying I want to be happy or I want to be successful isn't enough. These are vague ideas, not goals. A goal needs to be clear. You need to define what success or happiness looks like for you. Is it building a thriving business, strengthening your relationships, getting in the best shape of your life? Whatever it is, you have to make it specific. For example, instead of saying, I want to get fit, say, I want to lose 15 pounds in 3 months by working out 4 times a week and eating healthy meals. See the difference? One is a wish, the other is a roadmap. Clarity is power. When you're specific about what you want, your mind can focus. You start to see opportunities, resources, and even solutions that were invisible before. Now let's talk about why this matters so much. Goals don't just give you direction, they give you purpose. Imagine waking up every day with a sense of knowing what you're working toward. It's like having a compass that keeps you on track, no matter how chaotic life gets. Without goals, it's easy to feel lost, unmotivated, or stuck in a rut. But when you have a goal, even the small steps you take feel meaningful. Every decision becomes aligned with your vision. Suddenly, you're not just going through the motions, you're moving with intention. And that's powerful. It's what separates people who achieve extraordinary things from those who stay in the same place year after year. Now, you might be thinking, what if I set a goal and fail? That's a valid fear, but let me tell you this: failure is part of the process. The goal isn't just about the destination, it's about who you become in the pursuit of it. Even if you don't achieve it exactly as planned, you'll grow, learn, and get closer to the life you want. Here's another key point: your goals need to be realistic. I'm not saying you should aim small, dream big. Absolutely, but break those big dreams into smaller, achievable steps. Let's say your ultimate goal is financial freedom. That's amazing, but where do you start? Maybe it's as simple as creating a budget this month, paying off one debt, or saving a specific amount. Small wins build momentum, and momentum is what keeps you going. And don't underestimate the motivation that comes from seeing progress. Every time you achieve a step, no matter how small, it's a reminder that you're capable. It builds confidence, and confidence fuels action. It's a cycle that can transform your life if you stick with it. Here's something most people don't realize about goals: they have to be personal. You can't chase someone else's dream and expect to feel fulfilled. It has to be something that excites you, challenges you, and aligns with your values. If you're setting goals just to impress others, you'll lose motivation quickly. But when it's something you genuinely care about, you'll find the energy to keep pushing, even when it gets tough. Take a moment to reflect. What lights you up? What's that one thing you've always wanted to do but kept putting off? Maybe it's learning a new skill, traveling to a dream destination, or starting a passion project. Whatever it is, don't wait for the perfect time to start. That time doesn't exist. Start now, even if it's just one small step. And let's talk about writing your goals down. This isn't just a cliche, it's science. Studies have shown that people who write down their goals are significantly more likely to achieve them. Why? Because writing forces you to clarify your thoughts. It makes your goals tangible, something you can see and review regularly. When you write them, be specific and give yourself a deadline. Deadlines create urgency. They turn an idea into a commitment. Instead of saying, someday I'll start my own business, write, I'll launch my business by December 1st. It shifts your mindset from maybe to definitely, but don't stop there. Break your goal into milestones. If your deadline is 6 months away, what do you need to accomplish in the first month? The second, each milestone becomes a mini goal, giving you a clear path forward. One thing that helps is visualizing your goals. Picture yourself achieving them. What does it feel like? What does your life look like? Visualization isn't just daydreaming, it's programming your mind to believe in what's possible. And when you believe in your goals, you're more likely to act on them. Another powerful tool is accountability. Share your goals with someone you trust. It could be a friend, a mentor, or even a coach. When someone else knows what you're working toward, it adds a layer of responsibility. You're less likely to give up when you know someone is rooting for you or checking in on your progress. And let's not forget the importance of celebrating along the way. Every time you hit a milestone, take a moment to acknowledge your effort. It doesn't have to be anything big, just something that makes you feel good. Celebrations reinforce the habit of goal setting and remind you that the journey is just as important as the destination. But what happens if you set a goal and realize it's not what you really want? That's okay. Goals can evolve, and so can you. The point is to keep moving forward, adjusting as needed, and staying true to what matters most to you. So before we move forward, take a moment to think about your goals. Are they clear? Are they meaningful? Are they exciting? If not, now's the time to refine them. The clearer you are about what you want, the easier it will be to create the life you deserve. Have you ever looked at a big goal and felt completely overwhelmed? Maybe it's starting a new business, getting into shape, or learning a new skill. The sheer size of the task makes it feel impossible, so you procrastinate, overthink, or give up altogether. But here's the secret: big goals aren't achieved in a single leap. They're built through small, manageable steps. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. If you focus on the summit, it can feel intimidating, even discouraging. But when you shift your attention to the next step, suddenly the journey feels doable. That's the power of breaking down tasks. When you divide your goal into smaller chunks, it becomes less overwhelming. Each step feels achievable, and every small win builds momentum. Let's say your goal is to save $10,000 in a year. That might sound like a lot, but if you break it down, it's about $833 a month, or roughly $28 a day. Doesn't that feel more realistic? The same applies to other goals. If you want to lose 20 pounds, focus on losing 1 pound a week. If you're writing a book, aim for 1 page a day. Progress might seem slow at first, but those small steps add up faster than you think. And here's where it gets even better. Breaking down tasks doesn't just make the goal seem smaller. It also gives you a roadmap. When you know what to do next, you don't waste time or energy figuring out where to start. You can act immediately, and action creates results. Now let's take it one step further, because achieving your goals isn't just about tasks. It's about habits. Habits are the building blocks of change. They're the things you do consistently, often without even thinking about them, that shape your life over time. For example, if you want to improve your health, it's not about one big overhaul. It's about small, sustainable habits: drinking water first thing in the morning, taking a 10-minute walk after lunch, or replacing sugary snacks with healthier options. These little habits might not seem like much on their own, but over weeks and months, they create a ripple effect that transforms your life. But how do you form a habit? Start small. Too often, people try to change everything at once and burn out. Instead, Focus on one habit at a time. Let's say you want to start meditating. Instead of committing to 30 minutes a day, begin with 2 minutes. It might sound insignificant, but the key is consistency. Once the habit becomes automatic, you can build on it. And speaking of mindfulness, let's talk about why it's so essential. We live in a world that's constantly demanding our attention. Notifications, deadlines, endless to-do lists. It's no wonder so many people feel stressed and scattered. Mindfulness is the antidote. When you practice mindfulness, you bring your focus back to the present moment. Stop worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. This simple shift has profound benefits. It reduces stress, improves focus, and even boosts creativity. Mindfulness doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths before a meeting, paying attention to the taste of your food during lunch, or setting aside 5 minutes to sit quietly and observe your thoughts. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, and the more grounded you'll feel in your daily life. Now let's shift gears and talk about something we all know is important but often neglect: physical health. Your body is the foundation of everything you do. When you take care of it, you have more energy, focus, and resilience to tackle life's challenges. The good news, you don't need to spend hours in the gym or follow a strict diet to see results. Start small. Maybe it's a 15-minute walk in the morning or swapping soda for water. Maybe it's doing a few stretches before bed or adding an extra serving of vegetables to your dinner. These tiny changes might not seem like much, but they create a chain reaction. The more you care for your body, the better you feel, and the easier it becomes to maintain those habits. Speaking of water, let's not overlook the power of hydration. Most people don't drink enough water, and the effects are more significant than you might think. Dehydration can make you feel tired, sluggish, and even affect your mood. On the flip side, staying hydrated improves energy levels, boosts cognitive function, and supports overall health. A simple way to start is by drinking a glass of water as soon as you wake up. It's an easy habit that sets the tone for the rest of the day. Keep a water bottle with you and make it a point to drink regularly throughout the day. It's a small effort with big rewards. Another pillar of well-being is sleep. We live in a culture that glorifies hustle and late nights, but the truth is, sleep is non-negotiable. It's when your body heals, your mind processes information, and your energy is restored. Skimp on sleep and everything else suffers: your mood, focus, productivity, even your physical health. If you're struggling with sleep, start by creating a bedtime routine. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed, keep your room cool and dark, and go to bed at the same time every night. These small adjustments can make a huge difference in the quality of your sleep. Now let's talk about your environment. Have you ever noticed how a cluttered space makes you feel stressed or distracted? Your surroundings have a direct impact on your mental state. When your space is tidy and organized, you feel more in control and focused. Decluttering doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start with one area, maybe it's your desk, your closet, or your kitchen. Get rid of things you no longer need or use. Once you've cleared the space, take a moment to appreciate how it feels. A clean environment isn't just about aesthetics, it's about creating a space that supports your goals and well-being. Finally, let's touch on something that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful: gratitude. When was the last time you stopped to appreciate the good in your life? Gratitude shifts your perspective. It takes your focus off what's lacking and puts it on what's abundant. Practicing gratitude doesn't have to be elaborate. It could be as simple as writing down 3 things you're grateful for every day. Maybe it's the cup of coffee you enjoyed this morning, a kind word from a friend, or the fact that you woke up to another day. Gratitude reminds you that, no matter what challenges you're facing, there's always something to be thankful for. These practices, breaking down tasks, building habits, staying mindful, prioritizing health, and embracing gratitude, aren't quick fixes. They're a way of living. Each one reinforces the other, creating a foundation for lasting change. And when you commit to them, you'll be amazed at how much your life begins to shift. Now let's take a moment to bring it all together. Improving your life doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. It starts with small, intentional steps that build momentum over time. First, set meaningful goals that give you clarity and purpose. Then, break those goals into manageable tasks so you can focus on one step at a time. From there, establish positive habits that support your progress, and don't forget to practice mindfulness to stay present and reduce stress. Take care of your physical health with regular exercise, a balanced diet, and proper hydration. Prioritize quality sleep to recharge your body and mind, and create a clutter-free environment to boost your productivity and focus. Finally, embrace gratitude as a daily practice to shift your perspective and nurture a positive mindset. Each of these steps is a piece of the formula, and together they have the power to transform your life. The key is to start now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because there's no better time than today. Take just one small step, whether it's setting a goal, drinking a glass of water, or practicing gratitude, and commit to building on it every day. Remember, the most significant changes often come from the smallest, most consistent actions. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Over time, these small shifts create a ripple effect, leading to the lasting improvements you're looking for. If you found value in this video, give it a like and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And if you're ready to rise above and design the life you've always wanted, subscribe to Rise Theory and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Together, we can create a future you're proud of. Let's keep rising one step at a time.